Hello everyone and welcome to the start of Season 2 in the Skybet League 2 with Carlisle United, which is actually our third season. It's funny enough, I think we have now played as Carlisle United more than we did as York City, funny enough. Because I think we played 2 seasons as York City and then we played, now this is the third year for Carlisle United. So that's kind of crazy to think as far as, who would have thought. But as far as for this season, we did make some big acquisitions, as the first one, obviously, you see here, Zach Emerson. We got him back. Not only did we get him back, we got him on a pretty good deal. As far as his value is already at $4 to $6 million. Basically, we spent $2 million, but obviously that's going to be kind of scattered throughout 4 years. It's around $500K a season, which is not bad at all for somebody like Zach Emerson, who's super young and someone that's obviously for the future, but obviously somebody that I think can get better and better throughout the time. As far as, so we might not potentially have to leave Carlisle United if we could still have Zach Emerson on the team. Another big signing, which is funny enough because he's been he had an assist in his last game, Kenny Coker, free signing. Another, as far as he could play as a striker, could play as a winger. Just that seems like to be our go-to as far as bringing guys in. He could finish. He's a pretty good penalty guy. He's pretty good work rate. Mainly the physical stuff is kind of why I got him. Somebody that, as far as that can move at that pace, is also a good guy that can potentially get a header in. It's just nice to have, especially on a free deal. Should be nice. But yeah, now we got to play Grimsby Town in it's actually our second game in the league. As you see that we already have the draw, which that was against Morecamp. As far as it was 1-1, or no, it was 0-0 rather, excuse me, as it was a 0-0 game. We had, I think, 16 shots, but only 2 on target, and they had like 1 or 2 shots, and none of them were on target. So it was an easy game for us. Unfortunately, we should have won that game, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, Wrexham's done well in their first games. Same thing for York City. They played Exeter, and they won, so that was kind of wild. As it's still very, very early to tell who's going to be like one of the top teams. Obviously, AFC Wimbledon and FC Halifax and Shrewsbury Town. Like you expect those teams to be up pretty high. And like Doncaster obviously was in League One, and they're looking to get right back into League One after dropping down. And so that should be interesting to see. And but hopefully we can get a nice win against Grimsby Town here. It's going to be a bit of a downpour, which that sucks. But yeah, as of late though. Yeah, because I think the last game we played against Grimsby Town, we won 2-0. So it's nice that we had that win last year. But as far as for us, going into this game, we got the 5-1-3-1. That just seems to be a bit of our bread and butter. Charlie Kirk and Lee Peterson's going to be on the wing. Josh Sexton's going to be in the middle. And then obviously Emerson's going to be R4, which he's not at 100%. He's as far as, which is maybe a bit of a disadvantage for him. As far as we might take him off at the half because we also have Kenny Coker or Lewis Richardson to be as the attacking midfielder. As the striker, as the advanced forward. But yeah, go with the wingers instead of the inverted wingers on the wings. I think it's been a pretty good idea for Zach Emerson. We'll see how it goes as far as in the future with if we don't have Zach Emerson. But obviously, we're just gonna play him until he gets injured more than anything. That's mainly the big changes. Will Dennis is back in goal. Just as far as... Actually, I thought it was going to be Neil. I thought we were going to have Neil be back in goal and just play a young-ass keeper. But as far as Will Dennis, no one wanted him on a loan. So it's like, well, we might as well use him for the time being. As far as we beat also... Our last game was in the first round of the EFL Cup, which we did beat Rochdale, as far as that was an easy win, though. Obviously, Rochdale is, as far as they're a League 2 team, so obviously we'll be playing them in the future. But as far as they're $3 million in the hole, and they got killed by Wrexham, so they might potentially get dropped down the way things are going. Yeah, they're already media projected to be 20th, so yeah, not looking like a good season for them. It was pretty one-sided too. We did win all of our friendlies, which is nice. We only had 4 of them. The Man City win under their 21 squad was awesome to see as well. But yeah, I mean, as far as what we're looking like, I think, again, if we can have a great showing here against a pretty good team like Grimsby Town, I think that's a good sign. Good sign of where we're going to be. I'm hoping, again, we can get into the top 7. We had a really good chance last year, and we just kind of fell apart when we just didn't have a good enough striker to get us over the hump. This year, though, I think it's going to be different. As you saw, we don't have any loans right now, which that is by design. I'm wanting the loans to be towards the second half of the register window, so, towards, once we get into January. And as far as from that perspective, I think it's going to really help us out because we'll get some more depth, but also not have to spend a whole lot of money on that because obviously we'll only take them for like the rest of that year. So I think it's going to work out really well. I think that's the plan. As far as fingers crossed that goes over well. I do have Charlie Kirk on the transfer window, or as far as on the transfer window, on the transfer block. As far as because his deal is crazy, so he's valued at like 1.5 million, and we're only paying like 70K for him. Even though he's a hell of a hand, someone that is a great corner guy, great crossing, great dribbling, can kind of do what we need on the winger side of things. For someone that we got on a free transfer last year that we can turn into a $1.5 million transfer deal, that's pretty massive. That'd be pretty massive for the club, and I think we could deviate that money elsewhere because we have great wingers kind of elsewhere. As far as we have a lot of talent. A lot of talent. As Jack is hurt right now, we probably should have Mark Helm probably starting. Sam Hetherington is back as well as a young, as far as 20 years old, and he's actually really solid. Obviously, he did really well when he was on loan last year, so we're going to have him be around. I'm trying to think who we could kind of bring Mark Helm on for, because I think we could use him, somebody in the middle, yeah. Because we have Albie Morgan, Kenny, and then Douglas Blackburn on this right side. Then I think we have Harry, and Ethan Ingram should have Kanye Ramsey as well. We might have Kanye Ramsey actually start as the other defender. I like that. And yeah, I think, and then Hazeman there in the middle for a ball-winning midfielder. I actually think we're going to go with something a little different. I think we're going to have Mark Helm go here, and yeah, I think that's going to be the best option for this game. But yeah, as far as I don't think we're a team that is going to look to dominate a lot of these games, but I think as far as what we're going to see is we're going to be a team that is just very, very balanced. There's really no weak link. As far as compared to probably some of these other teams, I think we are a very, very balanced team. I think a lot of the guys are familiar with what we're doing tactically, and it's going to result in a lot of wins, hopefully. And I think a lot of it, too, I think defensively, we are looking a lot more solid than we were last year, and I think we're not going to give up as many goals as we did last year. That's the plan, at least, because Jonathan Mitchell there towards the end just started playing like absolute trash, and if we get out of that kind of funk of that, or playing as bad as we were at the end of the season, we should be a team that hopefully either makes the playoffs or gets automatic promotion. Now, it does come down to if we do get a major injury to Zach Emerson, that might hurt our chances a lot, but I think we're still going to be a pretty solid team. This little 5-1-3-1, it works out so well. As far as it's a great little counter-attacking system. We're great wide. We're solid in the middle because we're really not asking our midfielder to do a whole lot. He's just there to win possession back and to just kind of be the man in the middle to disrupt their game more than facilitate for our game. So it's kind of a nice little balance because we're kind of looking to play the link play on the wings more than anything. But yeah, Grimsby Town with the pink kits on the away side of things. Obviously, our first home game of the year, so hoping for a big win. And that's a wayward pass. It's a good idea, but yeah, the Ingram with a kind of a bad clearance, if I have to be honest with that one, because we probably could have kept possession there, but sometimes better be safe than sorry. And they took a shot, but it wasn't on target. Yeah, Doncaster's going to be one of the top teams for sure. As far as Newport was tough last year, Shrewsbury was a tough club as well, and Halifax was tough, and AFC Wimbledon, which they're dropped down a little bit. I'm surprised Oxford United hasn't played better, because obviously they're another team that was a League One team last year. See if we get off a corner. This is why we have Charlie Kirk out there for these corners. Finney doesn't get it. But keeping possession, though. Peterson, terrible shot. Emerson might win this, though. That'd been huge. That'd been a great chance. That would have been a great chance. So hopefully, as far as Glennon with a throw-in, it's not really going to happen. We're going to make the most of it. As far as with this game here today. It's an early start. If Emerson wins this, bit of a bad pass. Yeah, I mean, as far as we're doing a good job of getting possession back more times than not, which is just going to be great for us, but we're not really doing a whole lot once we win back possession. It's Peacock Farrell. What a name. What a last name is. Yeah, as far as we're going to keep winning possession there. That's exactly what we need Petter to do. Dixon was a good pass to Ingram. Now hopefully Ingram sends it. As far as Emerson, that's a tough job as far. Oh, what a shot, though. Rafferty Petter gets it past the keeper. What a shot. And we go up 1-0. Off the post, too. How about that? Awesome. Awesome. Kind of want to see a replay of this because it kind of froze up a little bit off the shot. But yeah, right outside. Yeah, bounced off the post. A little bit off the post. I would say that's more of a clean shot more than anything. Yeah, Grimsby Town, though. They are on the defense early on in this one. Yeah, Colchester, another team that, Colchester United, they were a League One team as well, so it's going to be a top team for sure. Yeah, Doncaster beating Exeter, that makes sense. Match momentum's been pretty close. I mean, we had that one shot. Other than that, obviously haven't been on target, and they've had their one shot, but that's already the half. Zach Emerson's already tired, so we'll probably be making the switch. So is Morgan Finney. He's tired as well. We're going to have Lewis Richardson come on, and then we'll have Toby come on for Finney. Yeah, as far as, and that's a half. I want to make sure it's saved, or changes. Yes, it did. Alright. Let's say I will go to the dressing room. You know, the stats were pretty, I wouldn't say mediocre, but just as far as it hasn't been that much of a high-scoring affair, hasn't been a lot of chances. As far as we're two teams that look to get possession back fairly quickly, but we just haven't been able to do anything with it. We might get a good chance here. Peterson's got a... no, Lewis Richardson can't get there. I'm hoping that we start swinging out wide, because it's there, and we're just not really thinking of that pass, unfortunately. Richardson gets a yellow, already causing a disruption on the pitch. 50 minutes have gone by. Exeter City gets a goal, so now it's 1-1 against Doncaster. York City's, I mean, they're looking like they're going to be one of the top clubs. Not surprised. I'm fucking surprised there. Hall looking for a good pass in the middle. They have some numbers. That's a great fucking job by Toby. Petter with a pass to Christian Kirk, or Charlie Kirk rather, pass to Christian Kirk as a fucking wide receiver. As yeah, Peacock Farrell. It's the easy save. Man, we had a good chance. Had a good chance. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna get Peterson off the pitch. I think we're gonna get. Oh, Maybe Peterson might score here, though. It's a good chance. That's a hell of a pass. That's a hell of a shot for Charlie Kirk. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, what a start. 2-0 again, as far as back-to-back games, potentially winning 2-0. That'd be great. That would be great. 3 clean sheets in a row as well, so that's been awesome. As long as we kind of make it to where it's tough shots for them, we should have these games pretty much locked in hand as far as being able to get some points. Because we have the offense now to score. That was kind of our problem, towards the end of the season last year. We just didn't have the offense anymore. But now that we have it, we're going to be rocking and rolling. See what we get. Yeah, Zach's not going to win that one. But yeah, but around the 70th minute, let's make our last subs of the day. We'll have Mark Helm come on. We'll have Harry come on. That's probably a bad idea, actually. Yeah, we're going to try it, though. With this 1 star. I'm not even 1 star, half a star ass. Trying to think if we should get rid of Charlie Kirk or Lee Patterson. I think we're going to go with Lee Patterson. I think we're going to take Lee off. And that'll be the subs for the day. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully. Yeah, Toby's been tremendous, though. It seems like he's been very much a focal point of a lot of these chances going our way. It was a good chance by Lewis Richardson. He's done better than Zach Emerson did today, but it's not enough still. Yeah, there's Oxford United, yeah. Rochdale's pretty bad. I'm not surprised there. Yeah, they're probably going to get relegated, if I had to guess. I had to guess. Just from what I saw in our game against them, they're not a good club. Bradford City, though, takes the lead. Forget who they were playing, but yeah, that's another team that's probably going to be pretty good. Oh, they looks like they're going to beat Morecamp. We're in the top 7 already, so that's a good sign. And as far as, this is a big win, though. I think Grimsby Town, we saw how much of a good team they were towards the end of the year. They made a run. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do that again this season. Just right now, obviously, they're starting a little slow. That's a great pass from Lewis Richardson. It's a great pass again. Helm could... Oh, he has him. There it is. That's Richardson with a one-on-one. Fucking completely missed it. Oh, and he was offsides, though. Damn. That pass was there, though. The pass was there the whole time. We just... Mark Helm just kind of took a bad pass with it. Waited too long. Toby again wins that. Man, he's been great in the middle. I wish they would give him a little bit more credit for the game he's had today. Because he's been great. Let's see what Zach's got. Terrible shot. Terrible shot. Wish he would have just passed that along. Because we don't need to be taking bad shots like that. It's not necessary. Not necessary at all. And now up to 6. Looks like York City lost their lead. Well, Dennis sending it. He's got a hell of a boot on him. So I love that. Richardson. It's another pretty good pass. Charlie Kirk. Kirk with another good pass. To Helm. Lewis Richardson's way offsides. I can tell already. Yeah. We've played great in the second half, though. We were the much better team in the second half by far. By far. It was pretty close. We just had that crazy goal from Petter in the first half. But that second half, it was all us. Yeah, Port Vale, rather. I was going to say Port Vale, but Port Vale taking the lead. Back-to-back goals in not even 3 minutes. It's a huge comeback for them. Hell might get this free kick. I doubt it. Probably the end of this one. We got a chance. No, going to be a clearance. And that will do it. Great win. Great win from Carlisle United. Awesome. 2-0 victory. That's exactly what we need for the home opener. Oh, what a start. Sure, we get the 0-0 draw in the first game, but, we get the 2-0 victory in the first round of the EFL. And then also the EFL tournament, as far as with the Carabao Cup tournament, if you will, but also having a home win against Grimsby Town, massive indeed. But yeah, as far as Bradford City, Doncaster, and Colchester, that they're gonna be Colchester rather, as Colchester United's gonna be tough. And, Crawley was tough last year too. Crawley Town, Newport's gonna be tough. There's some tough teams for sure. It's it's gonna be tough against these teams that just dropped down from the first league. That's gonna be the tougher challenges. So I don't think we're gonna make maybe automatic promotion, unfortunately, but we might be able to get one of these 4 to 7 spots and be able to get promoted that way. Awesome win though. Awesome win. And yeah, we're going to play Doncaster relatively soon. It is the next game. So that's going to be a great, as far as testing match for us. Hopefully we're at home. That'd be awesome. As we are away. Damn it. Then we have the Bristol City game for the second round of the EFL Cup. Then York City, Exeter, Oxford United, and Bradford City. Man, so the next time you'll probably be seeing us. Because I want to kind of wait and see, kind of as far as how this is all going to play out. I think it's either going to be against Colchester United, here, this away game here in November, or it will be Bradford City away in September. So I know it's a pretty big leap from one another. Just kind of depends on how everything's going. Just really depends on these first couple of games. For not only us, but for the rest of the league as well, depending on if that's going to be a high-profile matchup or not. I'm thinking it's going to be, but you never know. As we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.